Hi, welcome to Must Watch Movie channel. We hope you like. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our future videos. Storyline: Spanish drama romance movie in which a beautiful wife is not happy with her husband and she fall in love with her brother-in-law. So without wasting time, let's the explanation begin. In the beginning of the movie, we see a couple, Joey and Ignacio. They both love each other very much, but the physical relation between both of them was not going well. After that, they both get ready and go to church, where he tells the father that both of them want a child. But they are not having children. The father blesses them and says that everything will be fine. After this, Joey goes to Ignacio's brother Gonzalo. Gonzalo is a painter. Joey has come here to buy his painting. Gonzalo shows her some of his painting. Joey buys one of his painting. After coming home, she shows this painting to Ignacio. Ignacio asks Joey if Gonzalo took money from you for this painting. Joey tells him yes. Ignacio tells her that Gonzalo should not have done this. He pays him every month. Actually, Ignacio is having a tussle with his brother about something. So both do not like each other. After this, the next day, Zoe gets her photo shoot done by Gonzalo. Meanwhile, she lies down on the bed. In deception, she mistakenly calls Ignacio. And Ignacio picks up the call. Zoe starts discussing her love life with Gonzalo. She tells him that their love life is not going well. And Ignacio making love with her only on Saturdays. Because he enjoys only on Saturdays. Gonzalo tells her that Ignacio is a loser. Ignacio overhears all this and angrily throws Gonzalo's painting into the swimming pool. Then when Zoe is swimming, she sees that painting. She talks to Gonzalo about it. Gonzalo tells her that Ignacio is very jealous of him. That's why he did all this. Then Zoe starts going home. Gonzalo tells her to stay here tonight. Then Zoe falls asleep there. When she wakes up in the morning, she sees that Gonzalo is also sleeping with her on the same bed. Then she comes to her house. When she comes home, she asks Ignacio about the painting. So Ignacio tells her that he was angry with Gonzalo because he took money from you. That's why he did all this. Next day, we see Gonzalo with his girlfriend. His girlfriend asks him when will he marry her. Gonzalo tells her that never. She should remove the thought of marriage from her mind. Hearing this, his girlfriend gets very angry with him and leaves in anger. Gonzalo often used to do this with girls. After this, Gonzalo calls Joey and invites her to his house. He shows his painting to her. After that, he tells her that he likes her for a long time. And then he comes closer to her and starts kissing her. Zoe feels very guilty about this. She tells all this to her friend Boris. She tells him that she shouldn't have done that. Boris explains to her that if Ignacio is not able to make her happy, then you have every right to find your happiness elsewhere. Then the same night, Joey and Ignacio again have a fight over the child. Ignacio tells her that he didn't want to talk to her about it. And he goes to sleep. Because tomorrow morning, he has to go on a business trip for 2 days. Then the next morning, Ignacio says goodbye to Joey and leaves. Then Joey calls Gonzalo and invites him to her home. And she also gives leave to his maid for 2 days. So that she can spend time with Gonzalo. Now Gonzalo comes to Joey's house at night. Then he tries to get close to Joey. But Joey stops him. Then she gets a call from Ignacio. Ignacio tells her that he has reached the hotel. Then he hangs up the call. After that, we see that there is someone in the hotel with Ignacio. This means that Ignacio is also cheating on Joey. And he is having an affair. After that, Joey and Gonzalo having dinner together. And they talk a lot with each other. Joey asks Gonzalo to stay at her house tonight. Then at night, Gonzalo starts coming closer to Joey. But Zoe stops him to doing this. This makes Gonzalo very angry. And he starts leaving from there. But Zoe stops him. And then, both of them start making love with each other. After this, Gonzalo wakes up at night and goes to the pool and pee on it because he hates Ignacio so much. And he is doing all this with Joey for some reason. After this, in the morning, Gonzalo leaves without informing Joey. Joey feels very bad because of this. And then she tells all this to Boris. And at the same time, she also tells that she is feeling very guilty. Boris explains to her that she has not done anything wrong and she shouldn't feel guilty about it. After that, Ignacio comes home, and he says sorry to Joey. Joey asks Ignacio to kiss her, but Ignacio tells her that today is not Saturday. Then the next day, when Joey is in her yoga class, she gets a call from Gonzalo. He calls Joey to the hotel. After this, Joey goes to the hotel, where both of them share a private moment. On the same night, when Ignacio comes home, so he sees Joey in the pool. Joey calls him inside the pool too, but due to the cold, Ignacio comes out of the pool in a short time. After this, Joey goes to Ignacio and attracts him towards her and tries to kiss him. But Ignacio says that today is not sorry. After that, he goes to sleep. But at night when Ignacio is pleasing himself, Joey wakes up and sees all this and then both of them making love because it was sorry after 12 o'clock in the night. The next morning, Ignacio, Joey, Gonzalo, and his mother eat breakfast together. When Joey goes to the kitchen, Gonzalo goes to the kitchen and grabs her from behind and starts romancing with her. That's when the maid comes and she sees both of them. Seeing her, both of them separate. After this, Joey tells Gonzalo that Ignacio has no interest in making love with her. Gonzalo tells her that maybe Ignacio is a gay and maybe he likes boys. Hearing this, Zoe also becomes suspicious of him. She asks Boris about this. Boris tells her that he doesn't think Ignacio is gay. After this, Joey asks Ignacio if he is gay. Ignacio denies this. Then Zoe takes a decision. She writes a letter to Ignacio, in which it was written that, "You are gay, that's why I am leaving you." And the next morning, she starts leaving the house. Just then she gets a call from Ignacio. She throws her phone in the pool and leaves. The next day, Ignacio goes to Gonzalo and starts fighting with him. He asks him why he told Joey that he is gay. Here we find out why Gonzalo hates Ignacio. In fact, when Gonzalo was young, Ignacio physically hair-raises him. This means Ignacio is really gay and Gonzalo was doing all this with Joey because he wants to take revenge from Ignacio. Then Ignacio comes home where he learns that Joey has left the house, which upsets him. Here Zoe stayed in a hotel where she comes to know that she is pregnant. She tells this to Boris and says that this is Gonzalo's child. Then a few days later Ignacio sees Gonzalo during the meeting. Then he follows him and reaches a hotel room where Joey was also present. Then he listens to their conversation. Joey tells Gonzalo that this child is yours. Gonzalo tells Joey to have an abortion. But Joey did not want to have an abortion. On his way out, Gonzalo tells her not to try to meet him after today. After that, Ignacio comes home and reads Joey's letter. Joey was completely alone now, so she starts thinking about abortion. She also talks to her doctor about this. One day, Ignacio sees Joey's phone in the pool, so he gifts Joey a new phone. Joey calls Ignacio from that phone. After some time, Ignacio comes to Joey. He tells Joey to forget Gonzalo, and he tells her that, "I still love you," and he is ready to adopt that child too. He also tells her the truth of his being gay, but now Joey doesn't care about it. After this, they start living together. After a few days, Joey gives birth to a child. Joey sends the photo of the child to Gonzalo as well. Gonzalo now lives with his girlfriend. At the end we see that, Ignacio, Joey and her baby, and Ignacio's mother were all very happy. On that note movie ends.